I'd be a fool if I couldn't see. Baby, kung mahal ka niyan talaga. Who broke your heart and made you write that song?
Your greatest love songs, all the way from 2 to 4 every Saturday on Siesta Musica. Join Dim Card Announcer on Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakul ka dito!
Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 6.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cool News at 6. I'm Stephen Noanagdos, so together with me is Geometric Decamatis. Today, as of September 2, class suspension for Monday, this September 2, due to tropical depression Enteng. Several local government units have decided to suspend their classes on Monday due to the said tropical depression. Among these areas are Naga City, Sorsogon City, Camarines Sur, and Northern Samar in all levels. Once again, tomorrow there will be no classes in Naga City, Sorsogon City, Camarines Sur, and Northern Samar in all levels due to tropical depression Enteng. 11 areas in the country have been placed under tropical cyclone wind signal number 1, according to Pag-asa. In a press briefing, Pag-asa weather specialist Veronica Torres said that Enteng was spotted 150 kilometers east of Caterman, Northern Samar as of 10 a.m. It backs up maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour with gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. She added that Enteng is moving in a northwestward direction at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. Rainfall is generally higher in elevated or mountainous areas, which may result in flooding and rain-induced landslides, Torres warned. She added that Enteng's passage and landfall over Bicol region, Eastern Visayas area is not ruled out within the next 48 hours. It may also reach a typhoon category on Monday, September 2. Meanwhile, Metro Manila may also experience rains brought by the southwest monsoon, locally termed habagat. Furthermore, 2 to 3 typhoons may still be expected in the whole month of September. Meanwhile, 3 Malaysians who claimed to be members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ were barred from entering the Republic of the Philippines after the Bureau of Immigration discovered that they intended to join a protest against the government. In a statement on Sunday, Bureau of Immigration said Jessica Lynn Henry, Mimidia Eliana Annie Anak Lesoy, and Angie Josebaul Anakgara, all in their mid-20s, arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport last August 27. They came with a group of Filipinos who also presented themselves as the Kingdom of Jesus Christ members. The Malaysians were abandoned by their Filipino companions after the foreigners were referred for further immigration inspection. The BI said that the Malaysians were denied entry because they intended to join a protest. Said Immigration Commissioner Norman Tansico, our immigration officers discovered that their intent to participate in an anti-government demonstrations being staged by the KOJC members who are protesting the ongoing manhunt for Kibuloy, as quoted in the statement. Yes. Your turn?
Meanwhile, we have an announcement as of 6:04 o'clock Philippine Standard Time. The the Yo elections has begun, and now for the candidacies, currently right now topping the candidates for junior moderator Zion, Andrew Manuel, Cheat Cheat Merienda, Ricalde, both lead, and even Stephen Liwanag del Sol lead the, the votes right now with 11 votes. Meanwhile, for the second place, we got Emerald J. Costales, aka Juk Young, with a average score of with an average vote of 8, followed by Mamon, who is oh wait, sorry, my bad. Mamon is second place with votes of 10, followed by Jokyong with 8, MJ Abiera with 3, Drakingsburg 1 or Undown with 1, and Bostian with 0. Meanwhile, for junior administrator, currently Asphere leads the actual currently Asphere leads with 54.5%, while Lumi El Espina is leading with 45.5%. Those are now the updates for this election. And as you know, we will be having our elections for Yo server starting September 1 today until September 5 at 6 o'clock. Back to you, Stephen.
In the other news, the ACT Teachers Party List representative Franz Castro has announced her intention to oppose the budget allocation requested for the office of the Vice President for fiscal year 2025, especially those designated for social aid. In a statement on Sunday, Castro said that given the previous misuse of confidential funds, we must ensure that public funds are allocated and utilized properly. She added that allocating a separate budget for a department that has a dubious track record cannot be allowed. In a statement, Castro mentioned the alarming track record of Vice President Sara Duterte in managing public funds. She cited the recent directive of the Commission on Audit for Duterte to return 73 million in confidential funds to alleged improper use. She said the COA's findings are clear. If the OVP cannot properly manage its 73 million confidential funds, how can we entrust them an even higher budget? This is about protecting taxpayers' money from potential misuse. Close quote. During the recent hearing for the OVP's budget for 2025, Castro noted that Duterte failed to provide sufficient explanation on how taxpayers' money was spent. She said, "We asked, and the Vice President could not give clear answers. She consumed entirely the confidential funds, but she doesn't want to explain how it was used," she said. Castro pointed out, how can we as lawmakers justify giving her more funds when she cannot even account for the money she has already spent? Again, this is not about politicizing. This is about protecting the hard-earned money of every Filipino, Castro pointed out. She said that the budget for social services should be channeled directly to the Department of Social Welfare and Development instead to the OVP. Okay, I think we still. In the other news, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has approved the 25-year franchise of Romblon Electric Cooperative Incorporated, or Romelco. In a statement on Sunday, the Presidential Communications Office said Republic Act 12020 was signed last August 29, granting the franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain distribution systems for the conveyance of electric power to end users in the municipalities of Banton, Consuera, and Concepcion, province of Romblon. Romelco is mandated to supply electricity to consumers in the most affordable manner. The grantee shall charge reasonable and just power rates for its services to all types of consumers within its franchise areas in order that businesses and industries shall be able to compete, the new law stated. The cooperative was also mandated to operate and maintain all electric distribution facilities and systems in a superior manner at all times. Meanwhile, the retail rates and charges will be regulated by and subject to the approval of the Energy Regulatory Commission. The PCO added that the Romelco has the power to improve and change the facilities and systems in such a manner and to such extent as the progress in science and technology and the improvements or innovations in the electric power services may render reasonable and proper under approval of related concerned agencies. Furthermore, Remelco was expected to provide job opportunities for locals and establish a consumer desk to handle consumer complaints. Coming up on Cool News at 6, Taal volcano emits voluminous toxic gas. The fog reappears. From the Commission on Elections, 18,271 local national positions up for grabs in the 2025 elections. Malacanang puts up the economic zone in Iloilo, expands another in Batangas. Department of Health records 3 new victims of Mpox or monkeypox, bringing total number of cases to 17 in the Philippines. And finally, Joshua Garcia breaks down in Unhappy for You in the behind the scenes clip released by Star Cinema. We will return after a short break.
Cool FM.
It is now 6:18. Taal volcano in Batangas province emitted more sulfur dioxide on Saturday, August 31, causing the reappearance of volcanic smog, or VOG. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, reported in its latest bulletin, issued on Sunday morning, September 1, that the volcano released a voluminous emission of 9,645 metric tons of SO2 from the volcano's main crater in the past 24 hours. The plumes rose to 2,400 meters above Taal Volcano Island, the volcano's crater landmass locally known as Pulo, that sits within Taal Lake before drifting northwest. The latest emission was a huge increase from the recorded 2,921 MT from the August 26 to 28 and 4,389 MT logged on August 29 to 30. Taal has emitted an average of 7,777 tons per day of sulfur oxide for the year and has been continuously degassing voluminous concentration since 2021. PHIVOLCS again sulfur dioxide rather. PHIVOLCS again noted an upwelling of hot volcanic fluids in the main crater lake. No earthquake was recorded during this latest monitoring period. State volcanologists also observed the renewed presence of the VOG during this time after it disappeared on August 21. The VOG returned on August 26 but disappeared again the next day. The VOG is composed with sulfur dioxide gas. It can irritate the eyes, the nose, and throat. People with respiratory conditions and pregnant women are at greater risk. Authorities warned the public of the harmful effects of prolonged exposure to volcanic sulfur oxide, such as irritation of the eyes, the throat, and respiratory tract, especially among those who have underlying health conditions such as the asthma, lung, and heart diseases. Elderly individuals, pregnant women, and children are also vulnerable to volcanic sulfur dioxide. The people exposed to VOG are advised to use face masks, drink plenty of water to ease the discomfort from exposure, and consult a doctor if needed. On August 19 and 20, the presence of the volcanic smog from Taal forced local government officials in some towns in Calabarzon, Cavite, such as Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon, to suspend classes in their localities. According to PHIVOLCS, Taal Volcano is still on alert level 1, or a low level of volcanic unrest. The agency reminded the public that the volcano remains in an abnormal condition and should not be interpreted to have ceased unrest nor ceased the threat of eruptive activity. This is koolNews at 6. A total of 18,271 positions are up for grabs in the national and local elections next year, according to the Commission on Elections. Below is the breakdown of positions that future candidates can vie for in the 2025 midterm polls. 12 senators, 63 party list representatives, 254 House of Representative members, consisting from the local government units throughout the entire Philippines, 82 governors, 82 vice governors, sangguniang panlalawigan members with 792, 149 city mayors, 149 vice mayors, 1,582 sangguniang panglunsod or councilors, 1,493 municipal mayors, 1,493 municipal vice mayors, 11,948 sangguniang bayan members, and for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, 32 parliament members and 40 party list representatives. Once again, 40 party list representatives for the BRARMM and 32 parliament members. In a statement on Saturday evening, the poll body said it received the second batch of 8,640 newly manufactured automatic counting machines delivered to the Comlec warehouse in Binyan City, Laguna. Comlec said Miro Systems Co. Limited, the new automated election system service provider, exceeded its target to deliver 20,000 machines by end August to almost 25,000 automatic counting machines. The Malacanang Palace and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has signed two proclamations designated a building in Mandurriao, Iloilo City as a special economic zone and expanding the Lima Technology Center, or SCZ, in Malvar, Batangas. In a statement on Sunday, the Presidential Communications Office said proclamations numbers 668 and 670, signed by Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, were issued last August 27 upon the recommendation of the Board of Directors of the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, or PEZA. Proclamation number 668 creates and designates a building and the parcels of land where it stands as an information technology center, identified as Lot 16E, PSD number 060698682, and Lot 16D1, PSD 0608591 in Iloilo City, Island of Panay. The Philippine Communications, the Presidential Communications Office said. It added that the building designated is to be known as the Grid. Meanwhile, proclamation number 670 designates the several parcels of land as an inclusion to the existing Lima Technology Center Special Economic Zone. As of April 2023, there are a total of 419 economic zones in the country, 297 of which are information technology parks or centers, said PEZA. Department of Health records 3 new victims of monkeypox, bringing the total number of active cases to 8. The total number of mpox cases has increased to 17 since July 2022. In a statement on Sunday, the DOH said 2 of the new cases were from Metro Manila, while the third coming from Calabarzon, and all of them have the milder MPXV clade second. Below are the details of the 3 new cases. 29-year-old male from the National Capital Region. Symptoms started August 21. He had rashes on his upper lip, arm, and anal area, and swollen neck lymph nodes, as well as the sore throat, muscle pain, and weakness. He developed fever on August 22. He had anonymous sexual encounters with more than one partner. He did not travel within 21 days before the start of symptoms, and he's in isolation at home. Another one from NCR, a 34-year-old male. Since symptoms started since August 27, he had rashes and blisters over his arms, genital, and anal area, in addition to cough, fatigue, and swollen lymph nodes in his groin area. He did not travel anytime 21 days before the symptoms started, but he also had a sexual contact with 3 partners before it happened. He's also in the home isolation. Finally, from Calabarzon, 29 years old rather, he started having fever on August 19 with developed rashes or vesicles on his face, thorax, arms, legs, and soles, as well as headache, muscle pain, and swollen neck lymph nodes. Still, he did not travel within 21 days before it started and had close intimate contact with one sexual partner who may have had the same skin symptoms. According to the DOH, common symptoms of mpox include skin rash or mucosal lesions that can last from 2 to 4 weeks. It noted that the rashes are accompanied by fever, headache, muscle aches, back pain, low energy, and swollen lymph nodes. So to our Kalamaos out there, please be safe. And to cap up for this evening, Joshua Garcia breaks down in a newly released behind-the-scenes clip from Star Cinema. Yes, even Josh Garcia took his new film "Unhappy for You" to his art, as he couldn't contain himself from crying in a particular scene. Garcia clutched the shoulders of his co-star Noni Buencamino in what seemed to be an emotional rain scene, which eventually led to the actress crying uncontrollably as seen in the photos of Star Cinema's Instagram page on Saturday, August 31. The film production company also shared that even though its director, Peterson Vargas, called for a cut, Garcia remained emotional all throughout. A clip of Garcia trying to get himself together during filming was also shown on Star Cinema's YouTube channel on Friday, 30th of August, where he was comforted by Buencamino and Ketchup Eusebio. Garcia recently reunited with his ex-girlfriend, Julia Barreto, in the said movie, which tells the story of Bicolano chef Juancho rekindling his feelings for Z, despite attempting to get revenge for his past heartbreak. The ex-couple, who are currently in happy relationships with their respective partners, maintained that they had no problem joining forces in the film, as they are both in secure position in their lives. It is now 2 minutes before 6:30 p.m. That calls for the night here on koolNews at 6. We will return later at 9 p.m. with Dream Car, respectively. I'm Stephen Liwanag del Sol, and the music continues here on Cool FM. Papapa Cool Kalito. Good night, everyone, and God bless the Republic of the Philippines.